Johan Evans playing in midfield. Ryan George on the left-hand side. Jazz Richards in his familiar right-back role. He'll be particularly important for Haverfordwest's hopes of a top 6 finish. Jazz Richards, so much experience. Okay.
Absolutely, know Jazz quite well. I've played with him in the Welsh squads when I was younger, and he's a great lad, lots of experience. I think he's going to play in a back 3 today. You've got Ryan George down here as a right wing back, so he's going to play in slightly more central, but he'll use all his experience in that role.
An early goal in the Welsh Premier this evening, and it's a first goal of the season for Newtown at home against Caernarfon. So the Robins are up and running after a disappointing start to the season. Currently in 11th position with only 1 point from a possible 9. And it's Nick Rushton, the ever-dependable Rushton, who's netted the first goal for Newtown. Newtown 1, Caernarfon 0. 0-0 here at the SDM Glass Stadium, and the faithful who make quite a lot of noise here, particularly partisan crowd, Kane.
Absolutely, I've had a bit of abuse from this end of the Bont Bank, so yeah, not pretty sight down here. I've had a few rough nights in Penybont, not many results.
Wrexham have an early goal as well at home to Gateshead. A win tonight would take them 2nd in the National League. Long ball downfield. This is Kane Owen on his favourite left foot. Bluebirds forcing Penybont backwards. Billy Borge to Mark Little. Mark Little, 34 years of age, former Yeovil defender. And Penybont will be hoping he'll bring a wealth of experience similar to Sean McDonald at the back.
Absolutely, I think you've got Jazz Richards and Mark Little playing in similar positions in terms of their right side centre half, which will probably protect them a little bit. Mark's just nicked it in front of Keon Raffel there, John Davis. He will do that. He's very quick feet.
Richards, oh, beautiful play by Jazz Richards. Nice skills there from Jazz Richards, but this is Penybont with Keon Raffel. There is a foul on Raffel, but you see that beautiful piece of play by Jazz Richards right in front of us in the commentary box, Kane, yeah?
On the ball, Jazz is fantastic. That's his game. Great on the ball. I think, yeah, just a foul here on Keon Raffel, but on the ball, Jazz is brilliant. I think the challenge for him tonight will be Keon Raffel and Rhys Kavanagh getting in them channels and challenging him defensively. What
do you make of Keon Raffel's signing here at Penybont? Do you think it was a surprise move? It's come from Barry, isn't it?
It is a surprise. I think he played at Merthyr last year and got himself back fit. He had a rough time with injury at Barry, but he seems to be back fit and started the season well.
Free kick to Penybont. Kane Owen on his trusty left foot. Opportunity here maybe for Tweedy, but there is an offside flag. It was Tom Tweedy, and the official's flag was up straight away, and I think a correct decision there.
No, I think it was a great defensive header from Lee Jenkins. He's just cleared his lines there, and then they've just lost the second ball, but got back on side, so well defended.
Long ball, looking to release Ben Fawcett. The ball with captain Kane Owen. Owen inside to Ryan Reynolds, and Ryan Reynolds will take up that position in front of the back 3. Little towards Tweedy. The ball runs free. And it's with Jack Wilson. Wilson. Fleet of foot. Wilson and Fawcett linking up early. Jamie Veal, the new signing from Aberystwyth Town. Rhys looking to release Ryan George. And Jeffries across. And a strong shoulder from Dan Jeffries. Final touch by Ryan George, and it's a goal kick.
I think it's strong defending from Jeffries there. George has just got in front of him, but he's just ushered him out of play. I think it's probably a fair tackle in the end.
Well, here are some of the players unavailable tonight to Rhys Griffiths. Snaith, MacDonald, Clutton, Lewis Harling is in there as well. You can add Ashley Evans to that list as well. All of them potential starters, Kane.
Yeah, it's difficult for Penybont. They've got a lot of players out injured, and you can see that probably with the strength or lack of their bench, not to be disrespectful, but...
Oh, there's a run there by Kai Whitmore. He goes to ground on the edge of the box. Nothing given. It was Rhys Kavanagh, actually, the top scorer. Rhys Kavanagh with a good run there to the edge of the box. But nothing given by Bryn Markham-Jones. Lee Jenkins. Happy birthday to him today, 22. Here's Kavanagh. Kavanagh's been on fire, looking for the run by Keon Raffel. But Dylan Rees is across covering. Good work there by the defender. I
think down this side is where Penybont could get some joy. I think they're going to try and get Rhys Kavanagh and Keon Raffel running to these channels behind Jazz Richards and Dylan Rees. And this is where they'll probably get some joy. And I'm sure they probably targeted this area with their pace on this side.
They will be lacking in a little bit of height. And looking at Kane Owen here, he's got a long throw. Normally the target would be Sam Snaith. No Rhys Griffiths in the starting lineup today. And they have pushed up one of the big defenders. And it is Jeffries. He gets the touch. Opportunity here for Kavanagh. Kavanagh turns dangerously, and it's out for a... Well, I thought it was going to be a corner, but it will be a goal kick. But Kavanagh...
Started really sharp as Rhys Kavanagh gets on the ball. Quick turn. Just probably gets ushered out by Dylan Rees, but he started really sharply. Looks a danger.
Yeah. As a striker, Kane, I'm sure early goals early in the season give you so much confidence, and this is what's happened to Rhys Kavanagh.
Absolutely, he probably needs that. From last season, he only scored one league goal for Barry, and obviously a tough season at Barry, and he struggled with the rest of us. But to get 3 already, he's going to... Hopefully that'll take him to another level, Rhys, because he's a really, really good player. Good
first touch there again by Kavanagh. Out to Nathan Wood, and it's unusual to see Nathan out on that right-hand side since his combination play with Kane Owen is so effective. But with all the injuries, it's really getting the best out of the 11 that Rhys can put on the pitch. Another summer signing, Kellen Absalom. #1 jersey from Ashley Morris. Morris having moved to Pontypridd. And, of course, Kelland was with you at Barry last year.
Yep, another great lad, Kelland. Probably unlucky last year not to get as much game time as he would have wanted. But distribution is fantastic and really, really good character around the changing room.
"22 years of age today. Lee Jenkins, well thought of by many in the Welsh Premier League circles. Perhaps an opportunity for him to step up into the professional game. He was named in the Wales C squad last season by Mark Jones, and he's confident that this young man can make it. What do you make of Lee Jenkins as a defender?
He's been around this league for a long time, and it's actually a shock to me that he's still only 22. He's been fantastic. The last 3 or 4 years, he's really improved, and he's now an established centre-half in this league. And yeah, one to be feared as a centre-half, one you don't like to play against.
Kane Owen. Headed clear by Haverfordwest. Whitmore to Wood. Whitmore's continued his run, so competitive in midfield. Whitmore. This is Tweedy, the young man from the Wales under-18 schools and colleges team that did so well. Reynolds down the channel, looking for Whitmore. Whitmore turns sharply, and he will get a first corner of the game. Kai Whitmore. He's come from the Cymru South, from Ammanford, and created quite an impression in midfield, Kate.
Absolutely. I think the recruitment from Penybont has been fantastic over the last few years. They brought in players who probably others might not have looked at, and people like Kai Whitmore have shown that they can do it at this level, and he's been superb. Started the season well and started this game really well.
And they're so dangerous from set pieces. That in-swinging left foot of Kane Owens, and the header is wide. So dangerous, aren't they? It was Billy Borge with the header. Here we go.
Absolutely. The delivery from Kane Owen is always right on the spot, exactly where you want it to be. And Billy Borge is great at attacking the ball and probably just got the wrong side of his head there, but chance.
Yeah, Billy Borge, the scorer here in the win last season by 2 goals to 1. Nathan Wood and Borge for Penybont. Haverfordwest goal coming from Toure Cisse, who's moved to pastures new after Accrington Stanley in the professional game. Kane Owen, captain of Penybont, so influential, a wonderful servant, and that left foot of it is mercurial. Richards waiting for the movement ahead of him. It's interesting because neither team are playing with a recognised, tall, physical centre-forward this evening, are they?
Both teams are playing in quite a similar formation in terms of they're playing like a packed midfield and trying to win that midfield battle and then trying to release their quick players on the break. But, yeah, no real recognised forward, but the wide players have been sharp, and here they are on the ball now. Both Tweedy and Kavanagh are running at the defence.
Tweedy, good run by the young man, looking to square the ball towards Keon Raffel. A little bit of uncertainty in the Bluebirds' defence, but they do clear over halfway. This is Whitmore. Whitmore always looking forward with his head up. Kane Owen out on the volley. Good pressure by Penybont, and that's come off the defender, and so it will be a second corner of the game for Penybont. 13 minutes played. Penybont 0, Haverfordwest 0, but certainly Penybont dominating possession. It's
just the intensity that Penybont play out. You see forward runs from Whitmore, from Raffel, from Kavanagh, from Tweedy. There's just so many runners, and they'll do this all night. I think they're one of the fittest teams in this league, and they'll just carry on running forward.
This time towards the near post. Ball is cleared. Wood picks it up. Wood to Kane Owen. It's 1 against 1 here. Wood offers himself as an option for the captain, Kane Owen, inside on his right foot. He'll just want to keep possession here, I think. Whitmore finds Nathan Wood. Wood with it. Overlapping Kane Owen, have created the space for Owen. Owen drives it across the box, and it's in! And it's a wonderful finish, and it's Kavanagh again. Super play again between Nathan Wood and Kane Owen. And the cross was low. It found Rhys Kavanagh, and Kavanagh scores his 4th goal of the season, bearing the ball past Zach Jones in the Haverfordwest goal. Penybont 1, Haverfordwest 0.
Fantastic. They create a 2v1 on the left side. Kane Owen with his trusty left foot. It's a great ball, takes a nick. Kavanagh, great finish. He's in the form of his career, and listen, he looks like he's confident every time he's in front of goal now. He's been the sharpest player on the pitch to start with, and he's deserved that goal. And Penybont have deserved to be 1-0 up. Rhys Kavanagh on fire at the minute.
That first touch meant the ball bounced out slightly, so it became almost like a volley, Kane.
Absolutely, yeah. He's probably not meant to take his first touch there, and probably traditionally he'd take it on his left side, but he's used his right foot outside the foot, crossbar and in. It's an absolutely fantastic finish, and a great player who's really started this season well.
Well, a wonderful start for Rhys Griffiths' outfit, and fantastic play by, again, Nathan Wood and Kane Owen combining on the left side. But here's an opportunity for Haverfordwest to hit back. Excellent run, and he's brought to ground, and I think this might well be an early card. And it is an early card, yellow card for Billy Borge for that foul.
This is where Haverfordwest need to take advantage of the transition, get Jordan Davis on the ball, run at the defenders, and look, Billy Borge won't be able to deal with Davis if he's running it in 1v1, and he's on a yellow card early, so he needs to be careful now.
Oh, you're right there, because Billy Borge is the most central, perhaps, on the left-hand side of the three, and you know, Jordan Davis, Jack Wilson, Ben Fawcett, they'll be all running at Borge, having been given that early yellow card. And we've got Johan Evans over this ball, but Jordan Davis also. Jamie Veal. There is a wall of 4 for Penybont. It is central, so it could go right or left-footed. Johan Evans. Evans! Oh, my goodness. What a save by Kelland Absalom. Well, he got that ball over the wall and dipping towards the right-hand corner. Excellent play by Johan Evans.
Johan Evans, he's taken a few of these. I saw him take a few last season. He gets it up and over with that knuckleball technique. It's a great save from Kellen, low to his left. Brilliant save.
Great save by Kellen Absalom. The corner towards the far post. Absalom knew nothing about it, and they've equalised, and it's Fawcett. Ben Fawcett. Only 2 minutes after Penybont had gone ahead, they won the first header. The ball struck Kellen Absalom, and a bit of an overhead kick, I think, by Ben Fawcett, and it's his first of the campaign. Penybont 1, Haverfordwest 1.
Ben Fawcett, fantastic. First to react in the box. Lee Jenkins has just got a head on the ball. We said that he's been dominant in the air early on, and he gets the first contact here. Great header, good save from Kelland. Just hits him, and Ben's first to react. Great finish. Striker's goal, proper striker's goal from Ben. That'll give him some confidence. Probably haven't seen him in the game yet, but first touch, first goal, well done.
Well, excellent start to the game, Kane. 17 and a half minutes played. It's one each. We talked about Lee Jenkins a little bit earlier in the play about the spring that he has, and there it is again. Jack Wilson after this ball in the left wing possession. A goal at Airbus at the airfield, and it's Airbus 1, Flint 0, and it's Dan Roberts, the former Flint player, who's put Airbus ahead. Airbus still looking for their first point, having lost their first 3. A shock goal, and the 2 teams at the bottom both winning. 18 minutes play, 1-1 here, all to play for. Jordan Davis winning that free kick that Johan Evans forced Kellen Absalom into a great save, and it was from that corner. There's Andy Dyer linked with Britain Ferry, Llan Sawel, who are doing so well at the top of the Cymru South. We won't mention their win at Jenner Park earlier in the piece.
What win?
Long ball forward. Now Absalom's called for this. He's failed to hold it. And Kane Owen drives it forward. Tweedy and Jazz Richards across. Tempo of the game has increased considerably since that first goal, and there will be a foul here awarded to Haverfordwest, the foul by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, I think he's just brought him down. He's just going forward. He's probably a good foul from Reynolds there, stopping the attack. I think Jazz Richards is struggling down below us here.
Ryan Reynolds with the foul. Now we've got Jazz Richards out of picture on his haunches, and he's gone down. And I think it was on the turn from that clearance by Kane Owen. He was in a bit of a foot race with Tom Tweedy, and it could be a muscle injury, and this could be the end of his evening, Kane.
Yeah, it looks as though he just pulled up when he was clearing that ball. I think he wanted to clear it long, and he's taken a touch and tried to just play it short, and yeah, he's pulled up. It's probably a muscle injury. Could be the end of his evening, unfortunately.
I'm looking at the Haverfordwest bench, and I must admit there are some names there that I'm not familiar with. Lucas Davis, many of them from the academy. Probably the most experienced of the 5, Yori Humphreys. He's got 1 substitute appearance.
Played against Yori in pre-season, and yeah, did quite well, to be honest. He's played a few times, so over pre-season, and I think he might have played in the cup as well. So yeah, he'll fit into the full-back position or centre half.
Difficult to say if it's the hamstring or whether it's a knee. Oh, frustration for Tony Pennock. Of course, he's without Henry Jones, Ricky Watts this evening. Elliot Scotcher also injured. Corey Shepherd, and it is Yori Humphreys who's preparing to come on. Ooh. Very tentative there, wasn't he? He knew straight away. Could be a groin.
Yeah, I think Jazz has struggled actually to be fit for the last couple of weeks. He's just come back into the team, didn't really have a full pre-season, and it might just be the effects of the injury that he's been carrying over the last few weeks.
Yeah, confirmation that Yori Humphreys will be coming on. 18-year-old product from Haverfordwest. Frustration for Jazz Richards. Such a wealth of experience. a similar path that he's taken to that of Sean McDonald and David Edwards at Bala. And this will be a blow to Tony Pennock and the West Wales Bluebirds. And it's Jazz Richards off, and it's Yori Humphreys that comes on. It'll be interesting to see if he just slots in to the defensive formation, Kane.
Yeah, I think he will. I've seen him play there in pre-season and in the cup game against Barry and Nathaniel MG. So I think that's probably his natural position. So he should slot in. I'm not saying he's going to have the same quality Jazz has, but that's obviously difficult.
Free kick's played in low, the header. Oof. Kelland Absalom, just watched that land on the top of the net. It was again Jenkins getting up.
He's a threat at all set pieces, Lee. They're looking for Lee Jenkins every single time, and he's winning every single first ball. He's going to cause problems for Penybont. They've got to probably get hold of him.
A goal at the D-side stadium. Connors Key and Ryan Stratalist is a new name for me, I must admit. Connors Key 1, Bala 0 at the D-side stadium. Long ball played forward. And it's Newtown 2, Caernarfon 0, and it's Aaron Williams, last year's top scorer. Doubled the Robins lead. And suddenly Chris Hughes has turned things around. Saw his interview after the game on Saturday. He said it's only going to take a time, a bit of frustration after the European run, etc. But things are looking up for Newtown. Long throw by Wilson. And there was a foul there. And I think it might have been Jenkins again, Kane.
Yeah, like I said, he's a threat at all set pieces. They're looking for him. Wilson's got a long throw, which could cause some issues.
Long ball towards Tweedy. Almost turned the defender, Dylan Rees, there, but it will be a throw to Penybont in the left wing position. Cian Raffel offers himself opportunity here to keep possession, having conceded the goal. Haverfordwest to come more into the game. Kane Owen, space in front of him. Creator of the first goal. This is Kavanagh. Kavanagh to Raffel. Raffel! Flying save by Zach Jones. Back to the middle. This is Whitmore. Whitmore! Oh, and the ball, the sting is taken out of it by the defender. An opportunity there for Kai Whitmore to score his first goal in the Welsh Prem.
Every time they get Kavanagh on the ball, it looks as though something's going to happen. He's the danger man. Keon Raffel this time making a third-man run. It's a great save from Jones, but every time Kavanagh gets on the ball, it looks as though something's going to happen for Penybont. Not sure if he's struggling with an injury or not, though.
Yeah, there's talk from the sidelines that Miles Davis might be coming on. The only recognised substitute that Penybont have. But they're going to take their top scorer off. Surely it must be an injury. But they've had so many. Cross to the middle, to the far post! Oh, opportunity there. And this is that Jordan Davis?
Great defending here from the far post from Kane Owen. Just does enough to deny. I think it's George, is it, coming in the back stick, and he just does enough to probably put him off. Real good defending.
Well, we did mention earlier that Miles Davis was warming up. Well, we are hearing that this is a tactical substitution, Kane. You're taking off your top scorer with 4 goals to include Miles Davis. His recuperation, Rhys Griffiths mentioned on Saturday, he's recovering from a broken ankle. He was on for the last 20 minutes against Flint, but he's on earlier today, and the top scorer in the league is off. Here comes the free kick and the corner, and Kelland Absalom grabs it. What do you make of that substitution?
I can't believe that's tactical. I think Rhys Griffiths might be having us on here. I think it's got to be an injury. He's been the best player on the pitch. He's been the only player really that's caused any problems for Haverfordwest. So yeah, it can't be tactical. No way.
Oof! What a tackle! Blind by Keon Raffel, and he won it fairly, and he's continued his run. Raffel out to the left-hand side. Here's Nathan Wood. Wood inside. The cross is deflected. It's punched clear by Zach Jones. Lovely touch by Wood. to Kane Owen. His cross initially is blocked back in by Penybont. Oh, what a touch by Kane Owen into Whitmore. Whitmore turns away from his opponent. There is support available to him. He attempts the cross on the left foot. It's not the best, and it's Fawcett that clears. But that's not a good clearance, and it Rafael. A little bit of panic in the Haverfordwest defence, but now they've got Jordan Davis on the ball, and he turns past Little. Little gets his foot in. It's a throw-in, an opportunity to take a breather. What do you make of his well, you can't believe that he's made this decision. I can't believe he's made it either.
I'm not sure it's tactical. If it is, it's either a masterstroke or a strange decision. I'm struggling to believe that's tactical.
Do you think there's something psychological here? Because towards the end of last season, when they were preparing for the Welsh Cup final, they were struck by so many injuries. And again, the start of this season, they must train so hard, so intense. Can you train too hard? Can you be too hard on your players?
I think there's obviously a balance. There's got to be a balance to it. Listen, Rhys Griffiths is getting results at Penybont. Penybont have improved every time they've been, or every season they've been in the Cymru Premier League. So you can't really say he's doing it the wrong way. It looks as if whatever he's doing right, and the players seem to be responding to him.
Well, he was the hero here on Saturday with the winner. Wonderful header from Nathan Wood's cross. But here's the long throw by Haverfordwest. This time Jeffries climbs highest. Ball cleared, but out to the right-hand side, and you can hear Tony Pennock's voice encouraging his players forward here. A good appointment for Haverfordwest, Kane, Tony Pennock?
Yeah, I think so. He knows a lot of players in the area. He's very, very experienced. Very good coach from what I've heard. And listen, Haverfordwest have made a really good start. So at the minute, it looks like a good appointment. I'm sure that they'll have a good season under Tony.
I'm sure he'll be having a look in the opposition dugout, because that's where his son's sitting, Alex Pennock, 21-year-old goalkeeper, having moved here to Penybont from Aberystwyth. Throw taken quickly, Tweedy nudged out of that, but it will be a throw to Penybont, and they're so dangerous, aren't they, from these left-sided throw-ins. And again, we've seen more of Wood and Kane Owen in the second part of this half. Absolutely,
they rehearse these. I know that they train these well, and I've heard a lot of things about how much they work on throw-ins and set pieces, and it pays dividend because they score from these situations. They're always dangerous from these situations.
Well, it's Ryan Reynolds with the throw this time. Ball is loose in the 6-yard box. It's dropped by the goalkeeper, but there is a foul on Zach Jones by Keon Rafael. He protests his innocence. Bryn Markham Jones. Kane, what did you make of this?
Keepers are a protected species, we know that, so I think any contact, you're probably going to get it. I think here, if this is just two players, outfield players, you'll probably carry on the game. But listen, any contact on the keeper, you're probably going to get it these days, and Keon's probably just made a bit too much contact with Zach Jones there.
Zach Jones, the new goalkeeper here, competing with Brass for the #1 jersey. There is some talk that Lewis Brass may well be unsettled here at Haverfordwest. We have seen Lee Idzi in the crowd today, mingling with the Haverfordwest players. Humphreys with a throw. Good header by Dan Jeffries. Back to Kelland Absalom, taking the sting out of the attack there. Things have quietened down a bit since the 2 goals came.
Yeah, it's been a relentless start, though. The first 30 minutes has been really, really high tempo, and it has just settled down now a little bit. But first 30 minutes, fantastic to watch. Both teams really at it and really getting after each other. Tackles flying in, chances, attacks, set pieces, been really good.
It was a pulsating second half here against Flint. I was lucky enough to see it on Saturday, and I was wondering whether Penybont would be able to keep up that relentless pace and intensity. But here they are under the caution. This is Fawcett. Fawcett waiting for the run by Jordan Davis out to the right-hand side. Opportunity here. Oh, ball is blocked. Well, it was Jack Wilson. He gets the cross in. Again, one uncertainty. Fawcett goes to ground. He's asking for a penalty. But it's the corner will be the best he will get. It was Borge and Fawcett going for the same ball.
Lucky here. I think Borge is lucky here. I think as Jeffries just stands across him, Fawcett might have made the most of it. But listen, I've seen them given. There's a good spot by you there, Kane, that it was in fact Dan Jeffries who got that touch on Fawcett, and you can see why he was asking for a penalty. Towards the far post, Jenkins competing. Penybont win the first header this time. Much better from Borge. He's got to kind of start dominating that aerial duel with Lee Jenkins, because Lee's probably won the first 3 or 4, but Borge's just won the second one there. I'm sure Rhys Griffiths has been telling you, you've got to win that first ball, because Lee Jenkins has been so effective. As the throw is Little this time, who climbs highest. Ball is cleared. And then absolute thunderbolt from the back. Stellan Rhys with a shot. Caught it well, mind. Yeah, good strike. He's 40 yards out there. It's a bit ambitious, but did catch it well. If it had been on target, it would have been interesting. A little to choose between the teams. Penybont perhaps with the better of possession. But Haverfordwest causing problems on the transition and on the counter-attack. Good run down the left-hand side. Defender across, clears, throw to Haverfordwest, far side. I think Haverfordwest will be happy to see this pace slow down a little bit. I think it was a little bit fast to start with. Penybont were getting chances, but it's slowed down now, and Haverfordwest look a bit more comfortable at this pace of the game. And that's how they like it, isn't it, Penybont? The faster the game, the more intense the game, the better they seem to perform. Absolutely, and look, Haverfordwest now are winning free kicks in this end of the pitch. This is where they want to be, and slowing the game down, and probably looking to try and maybe nick one on the counter attack. Foul here? Probably, yeah, just to come in together legs, just from behind. First foul by Miles Davis. Everyone here at Penybont be glad to see him back on the park. Wales C international last season. Jamie Veal over the ball for Haverfordwest. Again, Lee Jenkins is up from the back. I'm sure Jenkins is competing against Dan Jeffries at the far post. And that's where it goes. Up goes Jenkins, and it's come off for Penybont head, and it will be a corner. That's definitely a battle to keep an eye on, isn't it? Borge and Jenkins, two big centre-halves looking to try and compete and win first balls. Borge, again, just gets the better of his man this time, and he'll need to do that all evening if he's to keep Haverfordwest out. And Jack Wilson is no mug in the air either. 3 in a row. Towards the near post. Half a chance here. But it's Little with the ball. Little to Kane Owen. Owen on his traditional left foot clears over halfway, but only goes as far as Ryan George. Ball played forward, but nobody there. Nice idea by Rabruzesi. Another of your former colleagues at Barry. Absolutely, it seems like an ex-Barry night, doesn't it? Another one, Rhys, really good player, great feet. It's a good move for Rhys, and I think he started well from what I hear, so really happy for him. And on Friday night, we're live at the Oval, Caernarfon versus Airbus UK, 7:30, live online. And on Sunday, we're also live from the Swansea.com stadium. It'll be Swansea Ladies versus Cardiff Met, and that's live from 5:30 on S4C. Join us for that one. The start of the Gennaro Ladies League. Abruzesi plays the ball forward, and I think it's got too much on it, and it has. You can hear Rhys Griffiths' voice here. And he's complaining to the fourth official. He's so competitive, isn't he? Oh, he is. It's from his playing days. Yeah. he probably still thinks he's playing from Saturday. He's probably still got the adrenaline going from Saturday after scoring that goal, so he is pumped.
And he wouldn't put it past him, because prior to last Saturday's goal, the goals he scored, the last goals he scored was a double against Haverfordwest down at Bridge Meadow in October 2020. So he's got previous here, coming on as a sub.
Absolutely, he's always going to be dangerous. He's a goal scorer by nature. He's always going to know his way around the box, whether he's got his legs with him or not. You know, he's always going to be a danger in any game at this level.
Humphreys under pressure, and you could see that coming. He wanted just too much time, dawdling on the ball, Yori Humphreys. And there's a follow through, I think, on the goalkeeper Zach Jones by Tom Tweedy. It'll be a free kick for Haverfordwest, but you just cannot afford to dawdle on the ball.
Absolutely, these lads will chase it all night. I think Tweedy's probably just slipped here. Ooh. No, he hasn't. I think
my word.
I think he's quite lucky actually not to be in the book. But yeah, they'll chase all night, they'll run all night, and that's part of Penybont. If you don't run, you won't play for Penybont.
Whitmore, good run by Kai Whitmore. He needs to get his head up now. Where's the support? Outright, Mile Davis. Davis, and he's pulled down there, yes. The linesman agrees, and it's a yellow card for Lee Jenkins. Two of the most promising players in the Welsh Premier League there.
Again, Mile chasing down a lost cause, if you like, and he's just got the wrong side of Lee, and Lee Jenkins has had to bring him down. It's definitely a yellow card. Mile Davis will be doing that all night as well. Lee Jenkins and the guys on the left side will have to be careful.
Another opportunity here for Kane Owen on that left foot. I'm sure that they have the advantage in terms of height with Rafael, Dan Jeffries and Borges. Wood's also pretty tall. Here it comes. Curled in towards the near post. Ball is cleared. It's back with Kane Owen. Owen, Whitmore there, and Little creating the space for the cross. In it comes, and Jack Jones, confident, takes the ball. His second start of the season. Zach Jones from New Zealand, represented under 17, 19 and 20. Ball played long. Wilson. Penybont defence being encouraged to come up, put Haverfordwest under pressure, but this is Jenkins stepping out. And the ball through to Jack Wilson, but it will be a throw to Penybont.
Great skill here from Kano, and little 1-2 with Little, and he's just a bit unlucky with the cross that it's just gone through to the keeper's arms, but always dangerous when the ball's at his feet, Kano. It
was a clever move by him there. He was going to go one way, and then he just stood his ground, receiving the ball back, creating the space for that cross. Wonderful play by Kane Owen. I can't believe 40 minutes have flown by. Kane, only 5 minutes to go, 1-1.
Absolutely, it's been a really engrossing game. Keon Raffaelli just with a little late one on Dylan Rees, but again, like I said, this is what Penybont will do. You'll always be under pressure, always be pressure on the ball with Penybont, because they'll always run for their manager.
Land on it! No foul! Go on, Hughes!
I think both managers will be happy to go in 1-1. There's a handball there against Ryan George, and it's been given. Jamie Veal, sorry.
Again, it's brilliant from Keon Rafael, bouncing on a second ball, up with play. Jamie Veal's just wrong side, just catches his arm there, and it's a free kick in a dangerous position late on in the first half. Penybont will be looking to cash in here.
4 minutes to half-time. Penybont 1, Haverfordwest 1. Rhys Kavanagh putting the home side ahead. Ben Fawcett, the acrobatic overhead kick, bringing Haverfordwest level 2 minutes later. This is Kane Owen then on his left foot. towards Miles Davis. He gets the nod, and again there's just Jenkins higher than anybody else. Wood force back. Davis, shot blocked. Ball cleared by Haverfordwest, but back it comes. That's where Whitmore is so good, winning that second ball. He'll run all night, but then he does foul a bit as well. Lee Jenkins looking at the referee. Can't that be a foul, he says? Latest scores from the Welsh Prem. Airbus still ahead 1-0. Connors Key 1-0 up against Bala. Cardiff Met are ahead against Pontypridd, and it's Sam Jones with his 4th goal, is it? Or is it maybe even his 5th of the campaign? Still Aberystwyth 0, New Saints 0 at Park Avenue. Here's Abruzzese. Abruzzese going across the field. Picks out Yori Humphreys. Humphreys, space in front of him. Humphreys again. Wilson to Humphreys. Penybont wanted an offside decision. The cross is deep towards the far post where Jordan Davis collects. Davis, but Miles Davis nips in, takes the ball, doesn't clear effectively. Get a second opportunity. And again, loses possession. Abruzzese, good little run. Good interception by Miles Davis. He finds Nathan Wood. Wood coming deeper to collect the ball, and then the long ball forward, looking for the run of the Raffel. Good defensive play by Haverfordwest. Look a bit more comfortable now in the defensive set.
Haverfordwest have definitely grown into this half. They look like they're a lot more comfortable. This left side, there was a bit of a problem with Kavanagh, and maybe Jazz wasn't quite right, but they were dominating this left side. Nathan Wood's come out here, who's probably their most dangerous player and hasn't really seen the ball, and the young lad Humphreys has done a good job on him. I think they've actually looked a little bit better since the substitution, and Penybont have probably lost the momentum. So if it was a tactical switch, I'm not sure if it was meant to kind of lose momentum.
We're into the last minute of the first half. Kane, who will be the happier of the two managers, do you think?
I think Haverfordwest will be happy to be level, because Penybont first 20 minutes came out really fast and had a few chances, but Haverfordwest have grown into it. The last 20, they've been probably the team that have been more comfortable, if you like, and like I said, Rhys Kavanagh, probably being their most dangerous player, is now off the pitch.
You're probably celebrating the back four that Kavanagh had been taken off. Ball is played forward towards Tweedy. Raffel round the corner, keeps possession. Penybont looking for the goal right on the stroke of half-time. Seconds left of the 45. Good little run here. Opportunity. Oh, great save, and it was Whitmore. Perhaps there was an opportunity to square that, Kane.
Definitely, he's done really well. He's rolled his defender out wide, and he's just got a chance to probably slide it across to Tweedy. I think Tweedy's movement can be better. He's probably just standing still in the box, and Nathan Wood again looking for the cutback. But I think he's probably got to lift his head here, Whitmore. Nathan Wood's there standing still. Tweedy's probably got to get across the front. But big chance there for Penybont.
They've got an opportunity to strike. 2 minutes have been added at the end of the first half. It's Kane Owen. Curls it in towards that near post. First header so important. Haverfordwest clear. Good pace by Miles Davis. Looking to close down keeper Absalom. Ball is played long. Reese calls. Haverfordwest capped it. Ball is cleared. Whitmore so competitive, so strong. And Johan Evans, clever there. Whitmore will protest, but it's the right decision by Bryn Markham-Jones.
Yeah, I think it is the right decision. Whitmore's really combative. Wins the first one. Thinks he gets fouled, then probably fouls Evans. But listen, it's a real big battle in there. Whitmore, Evans, Jamie Veal, Keon Raffel. great battle in the middle of the pitch.
Zach Jones, diagonal free kick, and it will be a throw to Penybont with only 20 seconds left of the 2 minutes added at the end of the exciting first half. The intensity of the game created by Penybont in the way that they do close teams down, that press that Rhys Griffiths insists on from his players. But to be fair to Haverfordwest, they fought their way back into the game and are deservedly equal at half-time. And there's the whistle from Bryn Markham Jones. So half-time, it's Penybont 1, Haverfordwest 1. Rhys Kavanagh putting Penybont ahead, but there's Fawcett with the acrobatics. Overhead kick 2 minutes after Kavanagh had put Penybont ahead. That's why we're level here at the SDM Glass Stadium. I'm sure it'll be Tony Pennock, perhaps the happier of the two managers at half-time. And there is Rhys Kavanagh receiving treatment, some ice treatment. More headaches for Rhys Griffiths. His injury crisis deepens. But at half-time here at Penybont, it's the home team 1, Haverfordwest 1. Join us for the second half. Haverfordwest won, but across the rest of the Welsh Premier League games at half-time, it's Airbus 1, Flint 0. The only team not to register a point so far are ahead. Connors Key also ahead at the D-side stadium against Bala. Sam Jones, his 5th goal of the season, has put Cardiff Met ahead against Pontypridd, and Newtown has scored their first 2 goals of the season. And it's 0-0 at half-time between the New Saints and Aberystwyth. Bit of a shock there. I expected a bit of an avalanche at Park Avenue tonight. Yeah,
I think TNS probably would have expected it as well. But I think historically against Aberystwyth, the way they've always struggled, actually. And I think Aber have actually won a few games there in the last few years. So, you know, maybe getting another result.
Well, it's 1-1 here at Penybont. A really interesting first half. Rhys Kavanagh, who had to leave the field with an injury, had put Penybont ahead after 15 minutes. But Ben Fawcett was on the ball. An acrobatic overhead kick by him drew the team's level 2 minutes later. Ben Fawcett forced himself into the Wales C squad last season. Has done really well. Eight goals last season, 8 assists to Ben Fawcett, and an opportunity for Jack Wilson to throw long and powerfully. It's headed clear, but rather wild by Ryan George. George beginning to establish himself in the first team setup here at Haverfordwest. They're still without Corey Shepherd, still without Elliot Scotcher, so Haverfordwest are not without their problems also.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got 4 or 5 probably key players who are out injured. And just back to Ryan George, he's a player who's come in, a young player, who's at Newport County, got released a couple of years back, and he's forged his way back into the game, albeit at a semi-pro level, and looks to kind of reignite his career. And he started well this game, actually. He's been really good down the right side.
Yori Humphreys playing the ball back, rather lacklustre back pass by the substitute Yori Humphreys. He's on for Jazz Richards, 2 really influential players having to leave the field in the first half. And I'm sure Penybont will be putting pressure on the young defender. Nice pass out to the right-hand side. This is George. George looking to get the better of Kane Owen. Owen stands his ground. Good cross into the middle. Nice header. And collected by Kelland Absalom. Good header by Jack Wilson, but good work by Ryan George.
Ryan George again down that right side. Excellent first bit of action in the second half. He's got past Kane Owen.
Nathan Wood into the box, past the defender, great chance, hits the post and it's in, and it may well have come off Keon Rafael, and Penybont to level. Well, Jack Wilson's header was saved by Kelland Absalom, but some magic by Nathan Wood on the left wing. His low shot hit the post, and Keon Rafael was there to score his first goal of the season. Now, Bryn Markham-Jones is having a word with Bryn Jones, but he's awarded the goal. Penybont are ahead, 2 minutes into the second half. Penybont 2, Haverfordwest 1.
Fantastic play from Nathan Wood. Penybont go up the other end after having a chance. Conceded against Haverfordwest. Nathan Wood with a fantastic first touch. 1v1 with a young lad, probably should do better. Humphreys, he's 1v1 then in the box. Breezes past Dylan Rees. Great finish. Great save from the goalkeeper off the post, Keon Rafael. Just taps it home. I think they're complaining for offside, but it looks to me as if Keon's behind Nathan Wood when he takes the shot, so he's onside.
A wonderful sidestep by Nathan Wood there. Left Dylan Rees completely stranded.
Absolutely, and that's what Nathan Wood can do. 1v1 in the box, you can't touch him. Lightning quick feet, lightning quick on the ball, and it's a great finish. And it's a great save actually from Zach Jones. Keon Rafael then just pokes home.
Well, a wonderful start for Rhys Griffiths' team, as they did on Saturday. They were 1-0 down half-time against Flint, and they scored within the first few minutes. It was Kavanagh then that brought them level. And they do tend to bully sides in the second half. It's exactly what they did to Flint on Saturday, and it was Rhys Griffiths who got the winner. But they're ahead early on here in the second half against high-flying Haverfordwest, who are unbeaten, of course.
Penybont always come out quickly. First half, second half, they always come out really, really quickly. I think I just want to have a look at this offside again. But Nathan Wood, great sidestep here. Sells Dylan Rees. can't see from this angle, but for me, I think he looks onside.
Switch on! Get away, Feely! Get away, Feely! He's giving it!
Cian Raffel, bit of a love-hate relationship with the Welsh Premier League, really. But he's really done well in his first few games with his new club, Penybont. And he richly deserves his goal. Penybont 2, Haverfordwest 1. Nearly 5 minutes played in the second half. Free kick to Penybont, and it'll be Kane Owen on his trusty left foot to curl it in. Again, Haverfordwest rather slow to clear, but they do get it away, and this is where they're dangerous on the counter-attack, and it's Jack Wilson galloping down the right-hand side. Wilson, can he get his head up? Yes, he can, into the middle! And the header is straight at Kelland Absalom by Jordan Davis.
They break really quickly, Haverfordwest. The three up front, Wilson, Davis, Fawcett, always breaking into the box. Wilson with his pace picks out a great ball, I think just goes over Jordan Davis's head, and Fawcett's there to try and flick it on. Probably doesn't get enough contact on it, but they are dangerous on the counter-attack, those three.
Yeah, it was Fawcett with the final touch, looking to add to his first half acrobatic goal. But the Bluebirds are behind. Haverfordwest on top of the league at the start of the evening on 7 points. 2 wins and the draw at Bala. But their record here against Penybont and in general against this opposition, poor. Haven't won in 8 games, lost 6, won 2. Their last win here was in 2017 by 3-1 when both sides were in the Cymru South. Frustration for Tony Pennock and his coaching team. Reynolds doing a good job there. Haven't mentioned a lot of Ryan Reynolds. He was man of the match on Saturday against Flint. Here's the long ball looking for Tweedy. And Penybont will be happy with that diagonal ball and then a header out, and they get possession back. Little. Billy Borge having to change his shirt at half-time because of a blood injury. Billy Borge having a good season, having a bit more of a run in the team.
Yeah, he's been a bit of a bit part player, hasn't he, for the last few years. He brings him in, I think, for the more physical games, Billy Borge, going to win first and second balls. But he has got a bit of a run this year, and I think with them playing 3 centre-halves at the back, Billy's going to have more game time this season, and he started well.
Opportunity here for Dan Jeffries and Billy Borge to move into the opposition box. Reynolds, but he plays it short. Will he get the ball back to create the angle? And in the end, it was Kai Whitmore with a few tricks, but it'll just be another throw to Penybont on the far side. Now they've played it short. I reckon this one must be long. Looking to see where the players are stood. It's Dan Jeffries, I think, on the near post. It's towards Jeffries. He gets up. He gets the important touch. It's out by Haverfordwest, but not far enough. And then the big boot downfield, turning Billy Borge. Absalom has decided to come off his line, and that's the highest tonight, and it's putting pressure on Dylan Rees. Nathan Wood is there. Wood gets the all-important touch. Can he set it up? Yes, he can. And the ball deflects out for a corner. Well, it was the old heave-ho downfield, Kane, but it can be quite effective.
Yeah, it's a terrific clearance from Kelland Absalom. Nathan Wood deals with it great, gets it under control, and it's a great block there. Big Jenkins in the way, stopping Whitmore from getting a shot on target.
Kane Owen, the outswinger this time. Always creative on the set pieces, and it comes towards Borge. Little recycles the ball. Ryan Reynolds chances his arms from about 20 yards, but it's well over the bar by Ryan Reynolds.
Penybont are always good at just making that ball stay in and around the box, always jumping on second balls from set pieces. This time Ryan Reynolds hits it over the bar and chance is gone, but always get a second chance at or second bite of the cherry, if you like.
Caernarfon have reduced the arrears at Latham Park. It's Newtown 2, Caernarfon 1, and it's Ben Wynn with his third goal of the season since his move from Aberystwyth. Free kick awarded to Haverfordwest. They want to take it quickly. Markham Jones taking the sting out of things.
Set it up. Face the ball. Should be 2 on the ball.
Lisa Bruzzese playing alongside Kane McLagan last season with Barry. Lee Jenkins will be the danger here. Ball played long. It's headed down. This is force it. Half cleared by Penybont. Jordan Davis. Haverfordwest being encouraged to pass, keep possession and pass the ball, but this is Yori Humphreys. Humphreys goes long to Jordan Davis, 2 around him. 4. Humphreys. His distribution isn't as effective as Jazz Richards, is it, Kane?
Not quite, no. He's really worked hard, and he has been worked, because the Penybont front line have been right at him, and they're on his side again. Kane Owen just breaking forward, crossing to the box.
Owen crosses, is headed away. Wood. Back to Kane Owen. Whitmore creating space. Keeps possession well. This is Wood. Wood against Jack Wilson. Wood does well initially, but it will be a goal kick. Couldn't get the better of Jack Wilson there. Good defensive play by Jack Wilson, Kate.
Great defending there from Wilson. Stuck to his task. Wood's probably one of the most difficult to deal with 1v1, but he just gets a toe in and then ball comes off Wood. It's a goal kick. Great defending.
Jack Wilson spent a lot of last season playing as an extra, almost like a wing-back, really, in a wing-back defensive role. I think he was a bit frustrated by that. He's playing further up the field this season. But having to do those defensive duties against the talented Nathan Wood, the creator of the second goal for Penybont, his magic down that left-hand side, creating the opportunity, hitting the post, and then Keon Raffel finishing from about, well, a few inches. But they all count, Kane.
Absolutely, there's proper strikers' goals, the best goals.
Ryan, we try and get left on it.
Throw is long. Down the left wing channel. They will play back to Zach Jones. Oh, it wasn't the best one, but he did well, the young goalkeeper. His first touch was assured. And the foul on Miles Davis. Got a few yellow cards from Bryn Markham Jones, but perhaps not as many as we would have expected.
No,
Kane,
just another late tackle here from Jordan Davis. Mile probably reacts a little bit late, but it is a late tackle and a free kick.
Given the benefit of the doubt, maybe he'll have one more opportunity, Jordan Davis, before he receives the yellow. Borge and Jeffries again up from the back. Kane Owen higher this time, encouraging the heads. Now, who did the last touch has come off an Haverfordwest player, and it will be a Penybont corner. May well have come off Lee Jenkins.
They've gone a little bit more direct, Penybont, this second half. They pushed Keon Raffel up top, and he's causing a few issues for the TNS back line. Bit of a tactical switch for Rhys Griffiths, and Keon Raffel obviously got the goal as well, so he's been in the box and just been alive to the second ball, and it's paid dividends, this tactical switch at the start of the second half.
As we near the hour mark, Penybont still lead 2-1. Keon Raffel's goal right at the beginning of the second half, dividing the teams. Opportunity here, little strikes, then it's a header, and Zach Jones saves well. Jones looking to release early. The 2 opportunities, 2 bites of the cherry there for Mark Little, the 34-year-old former Yeovil defender. Veal to Johan Evans. Evans encouraging the run behind Kane Owen to Jack Wilson. That was a good pass. Wilson's gone to ground. Opportunity to cross from George, perhaps.
Out! Out! Out!
Good period of play here for Haverfordwest. Jenkins stepping in, spreads it to Abruzzese. Abruzzese crosses deep, free header at the far post. Oh, opportunity knocks there for Jack Wilson, but he's wasted that chance. It was a super ball by Abruzzese. Should have done better.
What a ball from Rhys Abruzzese. Fantastic. Just stabs it into Jack Wilson. Jack Wilson's got to get a full header on the ball. He's tried to glance it. I think he's got to get a full forehead and head it back where it came from. Just a chance here from Penybont. 2 free headers. Dan Jeffrey should have got one. Little gets a seconds. Then another free header. Straight into the arms of Zach Jones. Penybont getting all the second balls.
Frustration for Jack Wilson. He has got 1 goal this season against Bala in the 1-1 draw, but he knows he should have done better there. Golden opportunity for the Bluebirds to draw level. The new season of the Indigo Prem starts this Saturday with a live game, Pontypridd versus Cardiff from Sardis Road. And it was in fact Pontypridd where we started the Welsh Premier League this season. Pontypridd losing at home to Flint in that opening game. O'Kara Simmons with that super finish, and he's been lighting up the Welsh Prem. O'Kara Simmons, 2 great goals, and another fine performance here last Saturday, but this time in defeat. Free kick for Penybont, and it's Whitmore again. Whitmore, head down, 3 around him, goes to ground and wins the free kick. Kai Whitmore, so direct, powerful, strong.
Brilliant from Kai Whitmore. He just brings that energy that he kind of epitomises Penybont. Never give up, run with the ball, run hard without the ball. Gets free kicks, and now they've got a good free kick in an area here, Penybont, where they've been dangerous all the second half.
62 minutes played. Penybont 2, Haverfordwest 1. Free kick, dangerous area here. The 3rd goal may well end Haverfordwest his unbeaten run. Kane Owen. Plenty of options in the box. In it comes. But couldn't beat the first man. That's a first, but in it. Zach Jones waiting for the ball to bounce. Oh, goodness me, that's dangerous. He's looking to release quickly. Aberystwyth 0, New Saints 1. It's taken a while. It's taken till the second half, but it's Ben Clark that opened the scoring at Park Avenue. And the New Saints are ahead. And should those scores... And I think Flint have scored as well, and there Airbus 1, Flint 1 at the airfield in the local derby. I wonder if it's going to be O'Kara Simmons. Opportunity here for a shot, and it was Ryan George, I think, who had the shot, low shot by George. Oh no, it's Johan Evans. 18 and 16, they look so alike.
they do look
the
alike.
numbers are just
both quick and technical players, and Johan there works hard, works with opportunity, straight down the throat of Kellen Absalom.
Cardiff Met have doubled their lead against Pontypridd. It's now Cardiff Met 2, Pontypridd 0. And Elliot Evans scored the second goal to go with Sam Jones, his opener. So as things stand, it looks as if the New Saints may well be going to the top of the Welsh Prem tonight. Haverfordwest and the New Saints, the only two unbeaten sides in the league. Haverfordwest behind here at the SDM Glass Stadium. This is Jordan Davis. Davis plays it long towards Ben Fawcett. He's beaten everybody and it's through to Kelland Absalom. Brandon Diaw was the Flint scorer, the 6'6" centre-half. What a giant of a man. So it's Airbus 1, Flint 1. Cardiff Met 2, Pontypridd 0. Connors Key 1, Bala 0.
Strong challenge here from Dan Jeffries, just into the back of Wilson. I think he's just got a sore head. You will get that playing against Dan Jeffries.
And Jack Wilson requiring treatment. Gives us an opportunity, Kane, to talk about your experiences having dropped down into the Cymru Premier. How are things going into the Cymru South? How are things going for Barrytown in the Cymru South?
Yeah, we had a bit of a tricky start. Lost our first game at Ammanford, and we've probably turned a corner a little bit with 3 wins on a bounce now and going to a cup game on Saturday and hoping to kind of gain some momentum. But completely different challenge, bigger crowds at times and more local derbies, and you know, it's a good league to be involved in. We're enjoying it and just hope to hopefully bounce back at the first attempt and be playing at this level again very soon. And
it was a cracking game yesterday at Richmond Park, an away win against Carmarthen, and an important 3 points for you. An early goal from Liam Warman, but you had to absorb a lot of second half pressure.
Absolutely. Carmarthen will be a team that I think will be figuring in the promotion race, if you like, towards the end of the season. So it was a good 3 points for us, almost a 6-pointer, and we got the win after scoring early and probably defended for our lives, which we probably didn't do enough last season. So it was a good carrot for us to hopefully take on to the rest of the season and get some more results.
It looks as if at least six teams will be in the shake-up for promotion, and of course Barry are the biggest scalp, I suppose, aren't they? So it's busy difficult. Wherever you go, everybody wants to beat Barry.
Absolutely, and that's why away games are going to be difficult for us. We've got to stand up to everything that's thrown at us next season, and we are going to be a scalp, so we just got to get used to it and hopefully try and get a lot more results on the road than we've started with.
A few more goals for Kane McLagan.
Fingers crossed.
Back here at Penybont, it's the home team that lead 2-1. Rafael with the tap-in to put Rhys Griffiths' team ahead. That long crossfield ball goes out on the full. Goal kick to Haverfordwest by Nathan Wood. Wood, the creator of that second goal. Came from Indy Athletic, I think, in the lower league, and he's done ever so well. He's grown into the Welsh Premier League setup, hasn't he? And a Cymru C squad member also.
Absolutely, and by merits, by the way. He's been fantastic, probably one of the standout wingers in the league. He's got all the numbers that you require, goals and assists, and he's a threat every time he gets the ball. So yeah, he's been brilliant, Nathan Wood, from relatively an unknown, not an unknown club, if you like, because I know Indy quite well, but an unknown environment, and he's come to be an established Cymru Premier League player now.
Highest tonight by Lee Jenkins. Wilson can't bring the ball down. A bit of scrappy play now in midfield, but this is Jamie Veal forward, but it's one back by Penybont, and there's Tweedy playing it forward, but it's ahead, too far in front of Kian Rafael, scorer of the second goal. What do you think Haverfordwest have to do, Kane, to change things here? Because Penybont are dominating possession. They're looking a bit dangerous on the counter-attack, but Penybont are getting the better of things now, aren't they?
I think Haverfordwest have just got to hang on in there. They will get chances because Penybont will throw bodies at it everywhere. You know, they'll run and chase, and that's when sometimes you just get that ball behind their mid-line, and sometimes you get chances just like this. So on the transition, they've got to play forward, try and get Jordan Davis on the ball, Ben Fawcett on the ball in situations just like this, 1v1s.
That was a super ball played into the feet of Jordan Davis. Davis against Little, gets his cross away. There will be an opportunity for a Jack Wilson long throw, perhaps, unless they take it quickly. Super crossfield ball, picking out Jordan Davis. Fawcett looking to add to his first half acrobatic overhead kick. Davis, a second half substitute, he'll be fresh. You talked about perhaps how much Saturday's game would have taken out of Penybont. They're looking strong currently, but here comes Jack Wilson with that long throw. It's a good one. Well cleared, though, by Penybont. Humphreys lifts it forward. Goalkeeper's cam. And an opportunity here. Oh, goodness me. Well, Kelland Absalom was caught in no man's land. The Penybont are fortunate to escape. Ball with Nathan Wood. Wood gets his head up. Crosses towards Rafael. Rafael, edge of the box. Opportunity to strike. Ball is blocked by Haverfordwest. Penybont maintain possession down that left-hand side. And it's the double act of Kane Owen and Nathan Wood that create another opportunity, perhaps. Whitmore, not the best of passes. Opportunity again for Haverfordwest to play the ball forward, but nobody there wearing black. Here's the opportunity, Kane.
Kelland comes running out of his goal. I don't think he needs to be there. Jordan gets a good head on the ball, and they just probably got in each other's way. I think Lee Jenkins could probably tap it in. I'm not sure who's in his way there. Might be Ben Fawcett, but he's just, is it Ryan George? He's just in his way, and Lee Jenkins has got to tap in otherwise.
Well, that's the best opportunity Haverfordwest have had in the second half to draw level. They conceded so quickly at the beginning of the second half. Only 2 minutes played. Here's Rafael. And he will win. Well, I thought he was going to let it run for a corner. It doesn't. And it's Reynolds. And that ball has gone over the head of Zach Jones. It was a deflected shot. And it is Ryan Reynolds' goal. Reynolds scores his first goal in the Welsh Premier League. It was supposed to be a cross, a deflection. A cruel deflection on Haverfordwest. It drifted over the head of Zach Jones. And Penybont are ahead now with only fewer than 20 minutes left. It's Penybont 3, Haverfordwest 1.
It's really unlucky this from Zach Jones, but it all starts from Keon Rafael running the channels. Beats Lee Jenkins, sets it back to Ryan Reynolds. Just takes a flick off Abrazazian over Zach Jones. Desperately unlucky, but it comes from Keon Rafael running behind. Again, runners. Penybont will run all day. They'll grind you down, and they've just got a 3-1 lead against Haverfordwest. Ball set back to Reynolds, just flicks off Abrazazi's back. It's really, really unfortunate.
You're going to question the goalkeeper's position there?
I think you can do, yeah. He's probably trying to be proactive and come and get the cross, and doesn't expect, obviously, the flick off Abrazazi. And if the ball goes where it should do, he's probably comes and grabs it. But listen, goalkeepers, they make a mistake, and it's a goal, not like in any other position. And unfortunately, this time, Zach's just been caught off his line, and it's gone over the back of his, into the back of his net.
Well, he doesn't score many, Ryan Reynolds, the former Everton trainee. Wales under-19 player, played under Rob Page. Haverfordwest looking to bounce back. The start of the night, they were one of 2 unbeaten sides in the Welsh Prem. It was always going to be a difficult assignment here at Penybont. The question was how much the Flint win had taken out of Rhys Griffiths' team, and it just proves how fit this team is. Airbus 1, Flint 2, and it's Okera Simmons, his 3rd goal of the season. He really is lighting up the Welsh Premier. He had a wonderful game here on Saturday. Didn't score, created the goal for Akbar Akpro, but goals against Pontypridd and Newtown. And I think Kelland Absalom may be in a bit of trouble here. Well, when you thought things couldn't get any worse, is Kelland Absalom?
Yeah, you've obviously got Tony Pennock's sons on the bench here, and he's cover for Kelland, so we might get to see the Pennock derby if he comes on.
Well, there's Alex Pennock, 21 years of age, son of the Haverfordwest manager Tony Pennock, of course. He was at Aberystwyth last season. Made 5 senior appearances at Aber last season. Kelland Absalom, he did come for that cross, didn't he, Kane? And he was a bit in no man's land when it was Ryan George and Lee Jenkins got in each other's way. That could easily have been 2-2, and within a minute it's 3-1.
Absolutely, and games can just change on moments, can't they? That goes in the back of the net, it's 2-2, and you're probably looking at a different game. Haverfordwest on the front foot, but instead, Penybont go up the other end. Deflected cross. Lady Luck shines on Penybont in 3-1 up, 3-1 to the good. Looking in control now.
And looking for their third home win of the season, having beaten Bala on the opening Saturday, and then a win against Flint, an excellent win against high-flying Flint on Saturday. Oh, opportunity, and the ball played back, and Jenkins almost caught out there.
Brilliant from Tweedy and Rafael, again, just chasing lost causes.
Rafael, he's done really well this evening, hasn't he? Keon Rafael has been really impressive, and a great ball here to release Whitmore. Let's just stay with my commentary for a second. Whitmore blasts the ball against the Haverfordwest defender. But going back to the earlier play where Keon Rafael linking play so effectively.
Absolutely, he's great at that, Keon. Drops into midfield.
Opportunity here for Haverfordwest, a reverse pass into Jack Wilson. Wilson, the angle's difficult, and Kane Owen is across to block the shot, and it'll be a corner to Haverfordwest.
They've been dangerous on the counter-attack, Haverfordwest. They've had so many of these opportunities, probably just picked the wrong decision or not quite got the ball out with their feet. Jack Wilson probably gets it stuck under his feet and doesn't get his shot away. But they've had plenty of opportunities to create chances.
Well, with less than quarter of an hour left, you feel that Haverfordwest have to score soon if they've got any hope of getting back into this game. It's Jamie Veal with the corner. Is Kellen Absalom 100% fit? Will the ball go under the bar? Well, he stayed on his line to a first touch. Edge of the box is cleared by Penybont. This is Abruzzese on the angle. Crosses well. Again, the heads. Penybont win that first header, so important. Wilson. Jordan Davis, great cross, great header. Flying header by Billy Borge. Wonderful defending by the big man.
Absolutely, I think Billy Borge has really grown into this game. First 20 minutes he probably struggled on set pieces with Lee Jenkins, but here he just shows his positioning, his commitment to go and head that ball away, and he's been brilliant the last probably 55 minutes.
There will be a corner. Again, it's Veal, former Aberystwyth man, the away swinger. Again, it's Penybont that win that first header, and it's Nathan Wood releasing Whitmore. Whitmore, strong and fast, and beats his man. Whitmore still going, edge of the box, looking to cross. Oh, he overcomplicated things there. He could easily have gone on the outside and got the cross in, but they retain possession well. Reynolds, scorer of the third goal. Wonderful pass out to Kane Owen. Ball bounces into the hands of Zach Jones, but what a ball by Ryan Reynolds on his weaker foot, I think, as well.
Great ball on his left foot. Whitmore again, though, to be fair, he's probably covered every blade of grass on this pitch, or plastic grass, if you like, on this pitch, but he just carries on running. It's a great ball, this, by the way, from Reynolds. Left foot out of his feet, weaker side, out to Kane Owen. Danger.
Yes, we'll do it.
Well, there's a new name here. It's Luke Sylvester, and former Pontypridd man. Do you know about Luke?
Yeah, I do know Luke. He's actually a Barrytown United Academy graduate, Luke, and he's with us in pre-season, and he's just signed for Penybont. Young right full-back, good player.
Cardiff Met have extended their lead at home to Pontypridd, and it's Sam Jones, his second goal of the evening, and his sixth goal of the season. Sam Jones on fire.
Another former Barrytown United player. I seem to keep saying this. Maybe we should have kept hold of him.
Well, it's Tom Tweedy that's going to be leaving us with 12 minutes left. He's done really well, the young man, 17 years of age. Part of Mark Lloyd Williams' successful under-18 schools and colleges team. And replacing him will be Luke Sylvester, the former Pontypridd and Barry Academy graduate, 23 years of age. It's interesting how Rhys Griffiths pulls in these players from perhaps the Cymru South. There's some good
players, but I think he just gives them clear messaging, and listen, they go out and play and fight for him, and he finds these gems from the Cymru South and below or whatever, and they seem to come good in this league.
Rafael again, wonderful feet. Penybont be looking now, keep possession for as long as they possibly can, run that clock down. Nice little touch out to Nathan Wood. Wood's been so much happier, I think, coming back on that left-hand side. And Wood beats his man, crosses well. Zach Jones this time collects.
Get tight, get tight, you got him!
Here comes the press from the Penybont 11. And when the ball is played long, usually they win the header, but Jordan Davis has it this time. Race between Jordan Davis and Billy Borge. And Borge does well for the big man. Will they throw this long again? Is it? Would you throw this long again, Kane?
Yeah, I think they've got to push for a goal now, haven't they? Yeah. They've got 10 minutes to try and get 2 goals or to get something out of this game. So, yeah, keep throwing it into the box. They've had some joy from it. I'm sure they'll be looking for Lee Jenkins again, and maybe Ben Fawcett looking for second ball. So, yeah, absolutely, this ball will go into the box.
Well, considering they need 2 goals, they're not really speeding it up. Well, here comes Jack Wilson, the long throw. Oh, and the ball deflects out, and it will be a goal kick, and Penybont were fortunate there to escape. I think it came off Kane Owen.
Yeah, again, ball's gone right through the box. I think it just comes back off a Penybont player. Little, I think it just comes back off. Should probably be a corner, that.
Keith, if we can, get it to Woody and Kane down there. Manage the game down there. Just come to keep it in there.
A little nose. Substitution. Below us. And it'll be Risa Bruzzese off, and taking his place was 17-year-old Dan James. He play like the Dan James, that's the question.
We'll see.
He's up against Miles Davis, so it'll be a bit of a foot race there. Another of the Haverfordwest Academy players, Jordan Davis, wins the throw. Time running out for Tony Pennock's side. 8 minutes left here at the SDM Glass Stadium, where Penybont are unbeaten this season with a 100% record, having beaten Bala and Flint, looking for their 3rd consecutive win at home, wanting to make the SDM Glass Stadium a fortress. Rhys Griffiths will be pleased that he gets Miles Davis through what will have been a good hour. Have to remember that Rhys Kavanagh, scorer of the first goal, substituted due to injury, and that's a waste by Dylan Rhys. It's been a difficult evening for Dylan Rhys and Lee Jenkins, and that's testament to the hard work of Tweedy and Rafael.
Absolutely, I think Tweedy and Kavanagh set the tone, didn't they, the first 20 minutes. Kavanagh then, after his goal, came off with an injury, unfortunately, but Rafael has taken up the mantle, and second half he's been excellent, probably the best player on the pitch, deserved his goal, and he just keeps running, linking play, and he's been a menace for those 2 centre-halves.
It's the start of the Ladies League on Sunday, and there will be a live game on S4C, the Swansea Ladies against Cardiff Met from the Swansea.com stadium. Everything starts at 5:30 with the kick-off at 5:45. Talking of Lee Jenkins, I'm sure his sister Shauna will be playing for Swansea Ladies, having come back from perhaps a disappointing performance, 2 disappointing performances away in Greece, where they were beaten by the Greek side and Ferencvaros of Hungary. We're hoping to win again the championship for the ladies. Swansea Ladies, the top ladies team in Wales.
Woody, tuck in. Woody, tuck in. That's the one, perfect.
Little with the throw.
Get in, toe.
Throw taken quickly. Haverfordwest looking for a foothold back in this game, trailing by 3 goals to 1. Goals by Kavanagh, Rafael, and the deflected cross by Ryan Reynolds. Reese being harried by Rafael into the mistake, and here goes Wood. Humphreys trying to get back into position. Wood! Oh, what a shot, but straight at Zach Jones. Wonderful run again by Nathan Wood.
Fantastic. 1v1, quick feet. Poor Humphreys, he's treading water there, and he does get back, but Wood just cuts inside him. Maybe could release out wide here. We got Luke Sylvester up the wing, but yeah, great play from Nathan Wood. They're off again.
Opportunity to cross. Edge of the box on the volley, but volley is wide. By Luke Sylvester, the substitute. Good opportunity there. Could have taken a second touch.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a great ball from Kano. Great pick out. And he probably just needs to show a bit more composure there, Luke. Get it down, maybe get a shot off goal.
Nathan Wood, as you say, Kane, one of the most exciting players in the Welsh Premier League. When he drops that shoulder and really goes for it, he's such a talent.
He's great to watch. Horrible to play against, but great to watch.
Absolutely. Tell us more about Luke Sylvester then, Kane, in terms of the move he made to Pontypridd and the step up here now.
Yeah, so he was at Barry and he did really well in the youth teams at Barry, came right through the programme, and I think he played a few games maybe in our first team, and then he went off to Pontypridd. I think he's played at maybe Taftswell as well, so he's played in the Cymru South and earned his trade, or learned his trade if you like there, and now he's stepped back into the Cymru Premier, and it's a great opportunity for him here at Penybont, and Rhys Griffiths, I'm sure, will look after him.
One thing we will know about him, he'll be a really hard-working midfield player. Do the hard yards for Rhys Griffiths' side, as the manager demands. Jordan Davis. Not many opportunities for Davis to show his class this evening, but here he is on a run against Little. He crosses low, ball cleared. Were you thinking you'd get a bit more out of Jordan Davis today?
Yeah, I think so. He'll probably claim he hasn't had enough ball, but I'm not sure if he's worked hard enough to get onto the ball today, because they need him on the ball. He's probably their talisman at the moment, and they need Jordan Davis on the ball to create and get shots off, but he's probably not really been in the game enough.
Long throw again, deep to the far post, opportunity, Humphreys scores! And the Bluebirds are back in it with 3 minutes left. The long throw creating uncertainty in the Penybont defence. The ball bounced kindly to Yori Humphreys. He scores his first Welsh Premier goal. Well done him. Penybont 3, Haverfordwest 2, game on.
It's the long throw that's caused issues all evening for Penybont. They've let it bounce, not one first contact on each other's way. Humphreys turns, swivels. It's a great finish by the young lad. Back post. But it's caused havoc. Billy Bodge doesn't quite win the first seconds, and then Humphreys just spins it in. 3-2, game on.
Well, would you believe it? Of all the players who you're expecting to score perhaps Haverfordwest goal, Yori Humphreys would have been your last pick. But he's done really well. Up for the long throw, swivelled well, beat his man. And there will be a free kick here for Penybont as they try to run down the clock. Rhys Griffiths will be absolutely gutted if he concedes late here, having done so well to win that game on Saturday. They looked in total control, Kane.
They did, yeah. Absolutely. It looked like it was just going to be a closed-out game from Penybont, but listen, those long throws and set pieces have caused issues, and again, I think it was the second, or maybe even the first goal was from a set piece, wasn't it? And they've got to deal with those set pieces better. I'm sure Haverfordwest now will be pumping that ball into the box and testing them again.
Well, we'll wait and see how much added time Bryn Markham-Jones and the officials will add. It could be crucial. Big jump by Miles Davis. Whitmore. towards Rafael, and great touch by Miles Davis wide to Nathan Wood. Wood against Humphreys. Is he being encouraged to go to the corner? Perhaps maybe a little bit early for that, but he does win a throw far side to run the clock down. Here are the latest scores from the Welsh Premier. Airbus 1, Flint 3, Connors Key 1, Bala 0, Cardiff Met 3-0 up against Pontypridd, 3-2 here, and it's 2-1 to Newtown against Caernarfon, and the Saints still lead by that single goal, that Ben Clark goal at Park Avenue. Looks like the Saints are going top, but Haverfordwest have fought back well, having conceded that third goal. Seconds left of the 90. Waiting the fourth officials board to confirm how much added time we're going to have, and it will be 3 minutes added, and Penybont will be the happier of the teams. I think Rhys Griffiths is still complaining about it being 3.
I don't think he's happy with 3, but I think you get a minimum of 3 these days, don't you, in the second half. But they're just going to try and run down the clock now in this corner. Miles Davis and Kai Whitmore, they're just going to try and keep the ball down here, and Haverfordwest need to get up the other end and try and get a set piece or work something to get a chance.
Whitmore, low shot, well taken by Zach Jones. They worked that well. We all thinking they were going to play perhaps the clock down, but it does give Haverfordwest an opportunity to go long, and they do so, and they get to the first ball. Opportunity to play the pass through. Penybont throw it long, anywhere will do. We played 1 of the 3 added. Lee Jenkins, I'm surprised perhaps he hasn't gone forward. But ball breaks kindly to Wood. Wood to Rafael, round the corner, back to Wood, but there is an offside decision against Nathan Wood. Gwennan Harris co-commentating with Dylan Ebenezer tonight in Welsh, and they've selected Kai Whitmore as the player of the game. What do you make of that, Kai?
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. He's been the most hard-working player on the pitch. He's been everywhere. Been involved in a lot of what's good with Penybont.
He drives the team forward, but here's Haverfordwest on the attack. Can they snatch a point here? They win the first header, edge of the box. Ball breaks kindly, and it is Whitmore, and he plays it forward, but it's going to be straight in. TNS have doubled their advantage at Park Avenue, and they're going top this evening. But here come Haverfordwest. This is Jenkins. Jenkins across the face of goal. Back it comes again and out by Penybont, and they're clear. And it's Nathan Wood. Wood to seal it. Whitmore by his side. Wood goes for goal. Wonderful save by Zach Jones. Maybe Whitmore closed down the angle, maybe should have increased that angle.
I think he's got to run wide, hasn't he, Whitmore? Keep running wide. He's given Jordan Davis an easy option to go to Wood there, but I think Wood probably feeling the effects of a Saturday, Tuesday there and not quite going all the way himself, but great save there from Zach Jones.
I was wondering whether he was just going to stop and just play it square to Whitmore, and I'm sure that would have been the better opportunity, but there we are. Well, we have played the 3 minutes over the 90. Connors Key have beaten Bala by a goal to 0. And it'll be a goal kick. Important 3 points for Neil Gibson's side. There's an 8 o'clock kick-off at Park Avenue, so more time to play there. Penybont 3, Haverfordwest 2, and that is the final whistle from Bryn Markham Jones. A third successive home win for Rhys Griffiths. 9 points out of 9 here. Wonderful win for a team hampered by injuries and suspensions. Kian Rafael getting that all-important second goal at the beginning of the second half, following superb work by Nathan Wood, the creator of that goal. And then it was Ryan Reynolds' deflected cross that increased the lead to 3-1, and it looked all over at that point. But Yori Humphreys, fair play, from a long throw, reduced the arrears. But Haverfordwest's unbeaten run is gone. Penybont go from strength to strength despite the difficulties off the field. They'll be happy to see Miles Davis back, and an excellent performance by young Billy Borge in the heart of defence as well. Frustration for Tony Pennock. They lose for the first time this season. Lee Jenkins asking the questions as well. But the all-important win for Rhys Griffiths' team. And the final score here at the SDM Glass Stadium. It's finished. Penybont 3, Haverfordwest 2. And thanks very much as well to Kane McLagan for his company.
Thank you.
Okay.